Next command. Move to the beginning of the incident and tell me when you're there. We've got an incident here. Start, finish. And the next command is move through to the end of that incident. The pre-clear says, okay. The next command the auditor gives is tell me what happened. The pre-clear says, blah, blah, blah. Then they took my severed penis and put it on a stick. That's sort of morbid shit. Now here comes the clincher. This is the essence of Scientology mind control. The auditor gives the command, is there an earlier beginning to this incident? If the pre-clear can't come up with an earlier beginning, he is then grilled by the auditor over and over and over using the same commands, repeated until a new piece of this false memory suddenly shows up. This puts the pre-clear into a state of desperation. Straining to imagine more and more of the story that he unknowingly makes up as he goes along. He wants to please his auditor and to hear the wonderful magical words, your needle is floating. Now this diminishing spiral of introversion continues throughout the session. Earlier incident after earlier incident after earlier incident is dredged up over and over and over until the pre-clear can freely mock up just about any kind of insane story, a false memory about the past, including supposed past lives. This appears to cause some sort of overload or short circuit of the short-term memory that creates a feeling of euphoria and completeness. He's glowing. Then after repeating this process over and over, some sort of orgasmic mental release occurs. And the auditor declares, your needle is floating. So after a couple of hours of this, a person becomes very malleable and agreeable to just about anything presented to them. Auditing is quite addictive. By the end of a session, one acquires that silly Scientology laugh and giggle indicative of the village psycho. All I have to say is Tom Cruise.
There's nothing parted away from me. It's just...
So what does the e-meter have to do with all this? It monitors the well-known idiomotor effect explained fully by James Randi when he's describing dowsers and Ouija board responses. The e-meter indicates, through a total lack of involuntary muscle movement, a nullifying of the idiomotor effect, that the pre-clear is utterly and totally under a hypnotically induced trance. If the pre-clear can demonstrate this at will on the e-meter, he is considered clear. In simple words, a good Scientologist is walking around in a continuous, voluntary, hypnotized state. Individuals are enslaved by design to be obedient subjects of Source and the tech that created their slavery. These are important NLP trigger words. Good job, L. Ron. You created a way to produce hordes of adoring fans of your sci-fi rantings and take them for every last cent, cheerfully and voluntarily donated. So the session is ended when the pre-clear finally gets his brain orgasm. Woo. And is sitting there laughing like the institutionally insane when he hears the words, "Your needle is floating."
So why do Scientologists always resort to...
Even stage hypnotists have the decency to command their subjects to wake up, open their eyes, and return to their normal state. No, I repeat, no such command is given in an auditing session. The pre-clear is never told to open their eyes or ever wake up from their hypnotic induction.
Are you ashamed of what you're doing? Why don't you tell me your name? Wow! No!
Can you explain to these little girls?
I'm just trying to...
Can you
Let's get a picture of this sign.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Well, there you have it. I believe I have proven conclusively a Scientologist is created by hypnotic trance induction via Dianetic auditing and training. Thanks for watching. Now here's some trance of the musical kind.